Alright guys, this one is a huge one. Welcome to the channel, it's the Eradicator, and we had a very significant roadmap roundup update, so let's have a look. Nothing really changed for 3.15. I think that we're gonna wait for 3.15.1, which is going to come with the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo coming up on November 19th to have those ships finally being committed and released, right? So no news right here, but 3.16, 3.17 and 3.18 have got some major changes. Now, coming up first here is characters. We haven't had a characters update for a very long time. It looks like we are getting updates here when it comes to DNA head texture updates. This is going to implement art update for DNA archetype heads that will improve the quality of all DNA heads, both for players and common NPCs. I really hope, here are my hopes. So far, we don't really know what this is going to imply. Are these just going to be extra possibilities for faces? Maybe. What I really hope, and that's something that players have been clamoring for a very long time, is that we're going to get finally, especially for male NPCs, facial AI, right? The ability to have beards and mustache, right? And as well as new hair, especially for female characters. The female characters look very manly and not very attractive, right? So it would be fantastic to have more beautiful female characters with long hair, maybe. That would be fantastic. So if this is finally some kind of technology that CIG is implementing here, that will be very welcome. And we've seen in the PU that some of the NPCs have had new hair, so why not giving that to players, right? Next, locations, area 18 hospital. Apparently, according to the monthly report, they've made some fantastic progress, and they've even worked a lot on the Loville hospital as well. So this is still coming. This one here is a new card. Derek Spaceship's points of interest. They say that the points of interest will be scattered on planets, which we already have right now, and some of them even can be missions, right? There will be derelict spaceships with some types of activity like puzzle, traversal, and hostile AI, and some type of reward for resolving the said activity. Well, that's already the case that we're having, right? Are these missions going to include reputation? Perhaps that would be fantastic. Or are we talking about here the crashed javelin that we saw a while back in Inside Star Citizen, some of the work that was done by the Montreal team? Perhaps. We don't have much news about that so far. Shops and patrons are still over there. That is another new card here for 3.16 mining gadgets. We're gonna have an entire episode of Inside Star Citizen coming up tomorrow. And well, this is something that Jared seems to be very excited about, because we had a lot of featurettes about those mining gadgets here, which apparently will help to modify the rock and assist the players with mining a deposit. The player can attach a device physically to a mineable deposit in FPS to modify its stats, making mining either easier or safer or quicker and riskier. Exciting stuff here, and I'm sure that people who mine as teams, especially for teamwork here, that is going to be absolutely essential. Ship-to-ship refueling, that is going to make my friend Sigelian very happy. Apparently here that is going to implement the systems that will allow players flying specific ships, we know it's the Starfarer, right, to refuel other ships and get paid for it. The player can fill those specific ships' fuel tanks from a position using an updated rearm restock refuel interface at landing zones and space stations. Now, here's what I really wonder. Will a solo player fully be able to operate a Starfarer, fly the Starfarer and rearm it, or is it going to necessitate a crew? Or is the pilot going to have to leave its pilot seat and go to the back of the ship and do the refueling process by themselves, or is this going to be automatic? That's also something that I'd like to see, and I hope that we're going to see more episodes of Inside Star Citizen covering this particular topic. Dying Star update, meh. We also have Gravlet physics rework here, which is going to, again, I mean, they've been reworking this for quite some time. It seems to be quite difficult for CIG to get this right, but that's going to be a significant rework of the flight and driving model for Gravlet vehicles when hovering. That includes the Nox here. It's also going to include the Dragonfly. The aim is to improve general feel and stability, resulting in a far better experience for players using hover bikes, which have not felt so great, let's be honest. So hopefully this time it's going to be the right one, right? And that's pretty much it here for 3.16, but we also have some really good updates for 3.17. Let's have a look here. Locations, we still have the Maria Pure of Heart, which also made some really good progress according to the latest monthly report. But in terms of gameplay here, well, look at that. I was hoping this would come for 3.16. Looks like this was delayed to 3.17. That's okay. We're still gonna have about 6 months or so to get more accustomed to the whole looting mechanics and know exactly what to do, what to take in order to make the most profits perhaps. But then in 3.17, players will have the ability to sell items from their local inventory to shops using a new interface powered by building blocks. Yes, it's about time that those interfaces here, those screens are powered by building blocks and not the old Flash interface, because they're a little bit junky right now, right? So this supports the recently added loot generation feature, allowing these items to be sold for money. Finally, and I'm sure, I really hope that if we completely loot an entire bunker, then we're gonna have several tens of thousands of alpha UEC. That would be great. Next, that is, in my opinion, the most exciting out of this roadmap update. That is what I'm looking forward the most. NPC Taxi mission tier 0. NPCs will request transport between rest stops in this mission type, with the rewards determined by the speed, safety, and comfort in which the player delivers the NPC to their destination. Finally, transport mission. Now, it's only going to be between rest stops, right? So we're not going to have a transport that's just tier 0, right? So we're not going to have transport between Port Olisar to Lorville, or between New Babbage to Area 18. That's not going to come in 3.17, but nevertheless, it still is a start. And finally, it's going to get people who have a 600i or 400i, or finally a Constellation Phoenix, to finally do something with their ships, and I'm really looking forward to that. That's actually going to maybe give me a reason to work hard to grind for a Constellation Phoenix. Absolutely looking forward to that. And in a game like Elite Dangerous, for example, these were some of my favorite types of missions. The Hull A is also doing very well according to the monthly report, so it looks like it's also doing some progress. There was no word on the RSI Scorpius, though. I hope it's not going to get a delay. Coming up with 3.18, we also had some extra cards here, or at least some progress or updates here, and this is the return of Salvage 3.18. Well, it was in 3.17, now it's in 3.18, but instead of just being hand salvage, it's also going to include ship salvage as well, which is also why the Vulture was also added to 3.18. So looks like that's what they said. They are going to try to get a more fleshed out feature when it comes out, and this makes sense, and it's on par with what they've been saying so far. They did say that the reason for the delay is because they're trying to get Salvage to Squadron 42 first for Q1, and then it will go into the PU in Q2. That's what they say, right? So that's basically it for this roadmap update. A pretty significant one. I'm really excited for NPC Taxi mission, but let me know in the comment section down below, guys. This is, of course, to get a chance to win. Well, there's a couple of things, right? If you want to get, for example, a MISC Prospector, all you have to do is to answer the giveaway question I'm asking right now. What is the most exciting update from this new roadmap, or are you disappointed with the delay of Salvage? Let me know in the comment section down below. All you have to do is to subscribe to the channel, and please do not say a giveaway answer. This is blah blah blah. Don't do that, please. Also, for those of you who have access to my Discord channel via the YouTube John membership program or Patreon, there is this massive Aegis Retaliator, thanks to Dr. Forbin and Abdanoon for the Prospector. Oh, and I forgot, there is also another ship. I told you, Gruffus, Admiral Gruffus is also giving away on Discord an Argo Cargo. That's fantastic too, right? The little winner of the ship showdown. Anyway, guys, that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. This is the Eradicator. I'll see you guys later. A huge shout out to everyone who's been helping me out on Patreon and via the YouTube Join Membership program. Creating content on YouTube involves continuous circles of ups and downs, and it is when we are the lower parts of the curve that your help really motivates me to keep on going. Your contribution really does make a difference, which is why in return I try to give back by offering backers access to my private Discord channel, automatic access to exclusive giveaways, or answering your questions during the show. You can help me out with as little as $1 a month, and any help is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for watching again. This is the Eradicator. I'll see you guys later.